Hello, welcome. I'm Professor Samir Mathur. So in this video, I'll be talking to you about how to analyze a continuous data variable inside of IBM's SPSS. So why don't we head straight inside of SPSS and notice that there is a data column here called MPG, which stands for miles per gallon, and it's on a continuous scale. It's measuring how fuel efficient all these cars are. For example, this Camaro has a fuel efficiency of 13.3 miles per gallon. And in contrast, Datsun has a miles per gallon fuel efficiency of 22.8. So this is what could be called a continuous data variable. As a quick aside, I want to show you a classification of different data types. And I wanted you to let you know that data can be either quantitative or categorical. Categorical, also called qualitative. And among quantitative data, we can have discrete data as well as continuous data. So, discrete quantitative data, an example might be, let's say, the number of goals scored in a FIFA soccer game. And continuous data, well, we are dealing with the mileage of cars in this example. So this was just a little detour to give you some perspective about uh, where continuous data fits into the different types of data. So coming straight back into SPSS and noting that miles per gallon here for the car, all these cars is a continuous variable. We are going to go ahead and learn how to summarize this data, how to do some summary statistics for this data. So there are more than one ways this can be done in SPSS. An easy way is that you left click on the column that's of interest, then you right click on it and you select descriptive statistics. And right here, this will pop open a box where it's done the work and it's telling you that there are 32 cards in the data set, no missing values. The mean is a 20, the median is a 19, the standard deviation is 6 miles per gallon. Then there is the range. The minimum miles per gallon is a 10, and the maximum is a 33. So this is a nice and easy, quick way of getting a summary statistics for a continuous variable. So I'm going to head back to SPSS and explain how this can be done in an alternate way, which could be a little more comprehensive. So in SPSS, notice that there is a menu bar here that has the word analyze in it. If you go to analyze, you go to descriptive statistics and you select descriptives, there is a box that pops open. And here we are allowed to select or deselect one or more columns of data. So why don't I go ahead and select continuous data, which could be, let's say, example miles per gallon. Another example of continuous data here is, let's say, the weight of the car, right? Weight of the car measured in thousands of kilograms. So this would, the first car here, the Javelin, weighs 3,435 kilograms. But we are going to go back to our example continuous data on miles per gallon. And the point is that we can just use this arrow to select our column of interest, and one can just hit OK. And if you do that, notice that a bunch of descriptive statistics, like the range, the minimum, maximum, even some more advanced descriptive statistics concepts such as skewness and kurtosis are available to you. Let's go ahead and redo this, but this time let's do it for weight instead of miles per gallon, which is a different continuous variable right here. And we're going to do it this in a slightly more personalized way as follows. So let's suppose I go back to analyze, I go to descriptive statistics, I click on descriptives. Recall it's weight that I'm interested in, so I'm going to remove MPG from my list. I'm going to select weight, and now I'm going to go into options, and I am here actually able to choose which summary statistics I would like to see. Like for example, uh, if I want the variance, but I don't want the standard deviation, I can do that. If I don't want these advanced concepts of skewness and kurtosis, I can exclude them. In other words, I can personalize from this list which descriptive statistics options would I like to see. And I can also change the list of variables uh, in case I have more than one variable that I'm doing, and display them differently. So let's just go ahead and hit continue so that we see the output for this. Okay, and notice once again which descriptive statistics I have chosen. I've left out standard deviation, but I've included variance. So if I hit continue and I go back here and say okay, notice that a new descriptives box pops open where for the weight, I'm seeing the range, the minimum, the maximum, the mean, and the variance. And this is a different list of descriptive statistics compared to this one. So we can personalize this. One last little point that I'd like to make before ending this video. What if we wanted to see more than one continuous variable descriptive statistics? Would we need to redo it every time for every continuous variable? The answer is no. Uh, Nice and easy. We can go back to analyze. We can go to descriptive statistics. We can select descriptives. We can choose, let's say, weight, horsepower, and miles per gallon. We can go to options. We can select exactly the variables that we would want. We would hit OK. Let's hit OK again. And notice that we get a box with descriptive statistics, a table showing it for weight as well as horsepower. Um, with that, I'd like to take you back to this classification and remind you that we have just learned how to summarize continuous data in SPSS. So this is Professor Samir Mathur signing off. I'd like to thank you for your